What if I told you that one African nation holds some of the oldest traces of humanity, one of the world's oldest Christian traditions, ancient kingdoms that traded with Rome, rock-hewn churches carved from living stone, a calendar unlike most of the world, a script that has survived for centuries, and the birthplace of coffee? Welcome to Ethiopia, a land of ancient civilizations, a land of mountains, monasteries, kingdoms, languages, faith, resistance, and unforgettable beauty. This is Ethiopia, Africa's ancient kingdom. Welcome to the daily life, where every nation has a story, every culture has a voice, and every journey reveals something extraordinary. Today, we continue our journey across Africa with Ethiopia, one of the continent's oldest, proudest, and most historically important nations. Before we begin this incredible journey, if you enjoy discovering history, geography, culture, travel, wildlife, and the hidden stories that shape our world, please like this video, subscribe to The Daily Life, and turn on notifications. We are exploring every nation in Africa, one remarkable story at a time. Now let's begin. Long before cities, empires, flags, or written history, the land we now call Ethiopia was already part of the human story. At a time when empires rose and fell across the ancient world, Aksum stood as one of Africa's great centers of power, faith, trade, and identity.
murmured prayers and whispered blessings.
Instead of building upward with stone, Lalibela carved faith downward into the earth. Adwa was more than a battle. It was a statement to the world that Africa was not without power, strategy, leadership, or dignity. By the mid-1930s, a modern war came to Ethiopia. Cities filled with posters and the cold shadow of occupation. From trenches and checkpoints to hidden valleys, Ethiopians organized in the hills, farmers, nobles, and soldiers ready to resist. When the emperor addressed the world, his words carried a warning and a plea. It is us today, it will be you tomorrow. By 1941, Ethiopian patriots and their allies reclaimed Addis Ababa. Flags rose, families reunited, and the nation began to heal. In the decades after empire and upheaval, Ethiopia moved through periods of ceremony and modernization, diplomatic summits, new infrastructure, and the slow remaking of a capital. 1974 marked a turning point. Mass protests and military intervention toppled the old order, ushering in the Derg and a radically different political experiment. The years that followed brought profound human cost. Famine, displacement, and relief efforts that tested communities and rallied international attention. After 1991, Ethiopia embarked on a federal experiment, regions defined by identity and language, a complex attempt to balance unity and autonomy. Today, Ethiopia is a nation of contrasts. Rapid infrastructure and economic ambition alongside political tensions and debates about reform, identity, and development. Addis Ababa wakes before dawn, a city where ancient rhythms meet modern ambition. This is Africa's diplomatic heart, embassies, summits, and the headquarters of continental institutions. Museums and manuscripts guard Ethiopia's memory, fragile pages that carry centuries of faith and learning. From university courtyards to coffee ceremonies and tech spaces, Addis hums with students, startups, and tradition.
Cranes reshape the skyline as a new generation dreams. We're building tech for Africa, right here in Addis.
We begin our tour of Ethiopia city by city, marker by marker, trace the places that shape this nation's history, culture, and life. Addis Ababa, both Ethiopia's capital and Africa's diplomatic crossroads, where tradition and modern ambition meet on crowded streets and quiet squares. Dire Dawa rose with the railway, its stations and markets a reminder of trade routes that link highland Ethiopia to the lowland world. In the north, Aksum's towering stelae and historic plazas recall an ancient kingdom that once traded across the Red Sea and beyond. Bahir Dar sits on Lake Tana, monasteries on islands, boatmen at first light, and the very source of the Blue Nile's long journey. Gondar's castles and courtly art evoke an imperial era of ceremonies, painting, and pageantry that still comes alive in local festivals. Hawassa and other lake towns offer leisure and wildlife, their shores a magnet for birds, families, and weekend markets drawn to the water. Bole International hums with flights and commerce, Ethiopian Airlines connecting cities, driving trade, and carrying people across Africa and the globe. In Jimma and the Coffee Highlands, smallholder farms and the coffee ceremony keep an ancient ritual tied to livelihood and hospitality. Harar Jugol preserves a living Islamic heritage. Narrow lanes, scholars, and markets within walls that have sheltered faith and commerce for centuries. Lalibela remains a place of pilgrimage. Rock-hewn churches carved from living stone where worship and wonder meet in deep tunnels and courtyards. Where highlands fall into rift valleys, Lake Chamo teems with life. Crocodiles, birds, and landscapes that shift from cool plateaus to hot lowlands. Ethiopia is a tapestry of peoples, farmers, traders, artisans, and scholars, each community adding its own voice to a shared land. Across highlands and lowlands live dozens of peoples: Oromo, Amhara, Tigray, Somali, Sidama, Afar, Guraj, Wolaita, Hadia, Gamo, Harari, and many others. Language is woven into daily life here: Amharic, Afan Oromo, Tigrinya, Somali, Afar, Sidama, and more, heard on streets, in schools, and over the airwaves. From stone inscriptions to illuminated Gaia's manuscripts and onward to modern print, Ethiopia's script tradition forms a continuous thread through its history. Shared meals and the coffee ceremony bind communities, while young innovators in labs and workshops are shaping Ethiopia's future. Tradition and modernity side by side. Ethiopia keeps its own calendar, 13 months in total, 12 months of 30 days and a short 13th. Its New Year, Enkutataash, and festival dates still guide daily life across the highlands. Ethiopian time counts hours from dawn and dusk rather than midnight. Locals mark the first hour after sunrise as 1 o'clock, a rhythm that ties daily life to the sun. The Ge'ez script, an ancient syllabary still used in liturgy, has shaped Ethiopia's written memory. Monks and scribes preserve history through careful, illuminated manuscripts passed down for centuries. The aroma of roasting coffee in Ethiopia is more than a smell, it is an invitation. In festivals like Timket and Meskel, processions wind through ancient churches, umbrellas lifted, crosses raised, and bonfires blazing into the night. Other celebrations mark life's rhythms: Jena at dawn, Eid gatherings in courtyards, and Iricha on the lakeshore, each with its own rituals and hospitality. Across regions, communities dress in white, weave flower garlands, and form dance circles, celebrations that bind families, faith, and memory. Agriculture remains Ethiopia's backbone. Teff terraces feed families, coffee forests yield beans that travel the world, and flower farms and packing lines link rural harvests to global markets. Beyond fields, factories and workshops are growing. Textile and leather production, clustered industrial parks, and modern banking and fintech services supporting new entrepreneurs. Large-scale infrastructure, hydropower dams, expanding grids, rail corridors, and logistics hubs is transforming Ethiopia's capacity to power industry and move commerce across the region. Tourism and aviation connect past and present. Guided tours animate heritage sites, while Ethiopian Airlines and bustling airports link culture, commerce, and visitors to the country's story. In Ethiopia's highlands, generations of farmers still guide oxen across terraced slopes, coaxing life from thin soils with patience and skill. Dawn brings the rural market to life, cattle driven to sale, grain weighed by hand, and livelihoods negotiated beneath an open sky. Across villages, cooperatives test improved seeds and harvest rainwater, small innovations that strengthen food security and community resilience. Ethiopian Airlines lifts off at dawn, more than a carrier, a continental lifeline. From Addis Ababa, it links people, cargo, and opportunity across Africa and beyond. Around the capital, modern terminals and a growing light rail system are reshaping mobility, helping a landlocked nation move faster, smarter, and more connected. Across highways, bridges, and the Addis-Djibouti rail corridor, trains and trucks carry Ethiopia's goods to global markets. Infrastructure built to overcome geography. Here, at Ethiopia's oldest modern universities, a new generation is filling laboratories and workshops. Young researchers, engineers, and teachers turning centuries of tradition into contemporary science. Addis Ababa University anchors a growing network of campuses training doctors, engineers, and innovators for the nation's future. Outside the lecture halls, Ethiopia's digital scene is alive. Co-working hubs where developers, designers, and financiers prototype apps for banking, agriculture, and health. These are small teams with big ambitions, locally rooted solutions that could scale across Africa. Across clinics and field sites, students practice simulations while researchers translate data into action, epidemiologists mapping outbreaks, engineers testing water systems, clinicians training with lifelike simulators. Science here is practical and urgent, solving everyday challenges for millions of Ethiopians.
yeah, let's go. You have to find this Igbo girl. You have to find. You're fast now. I'm not talking to you. Oh yeah, let's go. You have to find this Igbo girl. You have to find. And you're fast now. I'm not talking to you. Oh yeah, let's go. You have to find this Igbo girl. You have to find.
Ethiopia is not just an ancient land, it is a living story. A story written in stone churches, sacred manuscripts, mountain paths, coffee smoke, royal legends, languages, songs, and the footsteps of generations. From the origins of humanity to the Kingdom of Aksum, from Lalibela to Addis Ababa, from Adwa to the African Union, Ethiopia has carried a story that reaches far beyond its borders. It is a nation of memory, a nation of faith, a nation of resilience, a nation still shaping its future. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey through Ethiopia. If this documentary helped you discover something new, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to The Daily Life, and share it with someone who loves history, geography, wildlife, culture, or travel. Your support helps us continue this ambitious journey across all 54 nations of Africa, preserving stories that deserve to be known around the world. Next time, we travel west to one of Africa's most celebrated nations of gold, freedom, culture, and pride, Ghana. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, every nation has a story worth telling.